Hi guys, this is Adrienne Green, Realtor with Sampson Properties, and today I wanted to record a vlog of my day. So today is Friday, May 1st, and it's kind of an unusual day. I'm not at home. You can see my backgrounds are different behind me. Late last night, we drove down to the investment property beach house that we have in Myrtle Beach. So this is a house that we maintain as a short-term rental on AirBNB, and with the recent pandemic, Myrtle Beach shut down all lodging, short-term rentals, hotels, etc. for the month of April. And yesterday morning on April 30th, the City Council had a meeting and officially decided to continue with the release of that ban on short-term accommodations for May 1st, which is today. So we drove down late last night to get here today to get our house ready for the summer season. So this will be kind of an interesting day, I think, to document, because it'll be a mix of, it's a Friday, I have my normal real estate stuff, and then also we just got down here to Myrtle Beach and we're trying to get this house ready, and kind of what goes into being an investor with a non-local investment property. I know that's something people are thinking of, especially in Northern Virginia, and it does have a lot of extra work, so I wanted to kind of show that. So it is about 6:45 in the morning, and I am going to get started with my planning for the day, kind of my goals, my biggest priorities, and my schedule for the things that do have a schedule. The schedule today will be kind of flexible based on how things go. I mean, normally at 6:45 I'm working out, but that's not happening today. I'm focusing on my work for today. So, and the kids are here. I'm the only adult up so far, so they will be roaming around in the background for now as well. So 6:45, I'm gonna get started with my schedule and calendar and goals for the day. Okay, so doing my agenda and calendar for the day took about 10 minutes, so we're still a little before 7 o'clock, and my next priority is to proof my newsletter and get that sent out. Like I mentioned at the beginning, it's Friday, May 1st, the first work day of the month, and I always send out a newsletter on that first day of the month. So I finished it yesterday afternoon. Today I'm gonna look at it with a fresh set of eyes, make sure everything looks good, and schedule it to send a little bit later this morning. It's amazing what a fresh pair of eyes can do. So I went ahead and edited my newsletter and scheduled it to send for later this morning. That only took a few minutes. We're at 5 minutes after 7 now. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the MLS to do some research for a client. She emailed me last night saying that one of the houses that had popped up in her personalized search portal was really intriguing to her, and she wanted to learn more about it and see what fair prices would be based on comps. So I'm going to kind of do a deep dive into that house's history, look at everything I can on the MLS, go to the tax database, pull it up there, see if there's anything else interesting to learn there, and as well as pull some comps from MLS to give her an idea of what historic prices would be for a similar house in that area. So I'm going to go do that research now and email her my findings. Well, it is about 7:45 and I just finished researching that property and pulling comps. It took a little bit of time because first off, there were many interruptions from the kids. So that definitely took my time and made it take longer. And the second thing is the house she's looking at is not your typical cookie cutter suburban subdivision house. She's looking at an older house in the town of Berryville. And so that takes a little bit more time to pull the comps and compare, because you really have to look at all the recent sales and look at the listing in detail, because every house is different. You know, it's not like South Riding or Ashburn or other areas where you have similar models, and you know, pulling those similar properties are very, very fast, but that's okay. So I just sent an email to that client kind of with what I thought was important to note about the house, a link to some comps, and kind of what I thought some fair pricing would be. So now, like I said, it's about 7:45. And I think I am going to go to the store so we can get some breakfast. We had 6 individuals, 3 adults and 3 kids that came down in our car, and even though we have a huge SUV, there was not enough room to bring food for breakfast and stuff like that between everything that the kids need and everything. The car was full, so I have to go to the store so we can get some stuff for breakfast. So I'm gonna head out to get breakfast, and then I will check in after that. Hi guys, it's about noon now and I wanted to check in again. So when I left you, I was going to the grocery store for breakfast. Went to the grocery store here in Myrtle Beach. Our beach house is a minute away from a Walmart neighborhood market. So I hopped up over there, and which is a welcome change of pace. If you guys know where I live in Northern Virginia, you know we're on acreage and it's 15 minutes minimum to get to any grocery store, restaurant, anything like that. So it's kind of cool to be able to go somewhere in a minute for me. Anyway, so got some groceries, came home, had breakfast, handled more emails from clients, and kind of did an inventory of what we needed for the house. And then we are just coming back from a Costco run where unfortunately they are still out of toilet paper and paper towels, so we're gonna have to hunt down some elsewhere because we really need to get a bunch right now to have the house stocked for summer. So it's a tough situation to be in. We need those paper products to last for, you know, a bunch of guests all summer long, and you know, they're hard to find. So we'll see what we can do. So I'm gonna unload, have lunch, and then I will check in with you again. Thanks. Hi there, I'm checking in again. It's 1:15 and I am in the car. We went home and unloaded all of those groceries and supplies that we got from Costco and had some lunch, sent emails, coordinated a showing back home for a client. So I had a colleague agent who's able to show the client property tomorrow, so I got that all arranged. And then the kids went down for a nap and the au pair is there with them, so my husband and I headed out again to try to find more supplies. The cleaner for the house recommended Big Lots and Dollar Tree and some other places as places to get some supplies that, like I was saying, we needed to stock up, so we are headed out to see what we can get there. Along with paper products, I guess I also want to mention that whenever we go to the house, it's a little bit of a, okay, what's been broken or missing, or what has now appeared in the house that wasn't there before. You know, it is a rental, and so we have that understanding and that expectation. So one thing that was missing is we had some plastic cups that now we don't have, which that's fine, not a big deal. There's a reason we don't put super expensive small items like that in the house. So we're going to pick up plastic cups. We're going to pick up cookie sheets. That's another thing, cookie or baking sheets. Those tend to get trashed pretty quickly, so we just buy inexpensive ones and plan on replacing them frequently. So we'll probably pick up some more of those as well. Well, we just parked here at Big Lots. Super exciting, I know. And so hopefully we can head in there and get what we need. Thank you. We're able to get everything we needed at Big Lots, and I wanted to share with you what we got. We got some paper towels. They had some in stock. We used to get our paper towels from Costco, which is a great deal for really nice rolls of paper towels, but we found that they're a little bit nicer than what people need here in the rental, and people just take them when they leave. So these are a lot cheaper, 8 rolls for $4.88. And that way it's what people need while they're here and not anymore. We also got plastic cups. That's important here because the pool isn't open right now, but typically it is, and we want plastic cups for people to be able to take to the pool and for ourselves in the future. More kitchen shears. They disappear sometimes and always need scissors. The all-important bubble solution. We do have an owner's closet here where we can keep stuff for ourselves, and we have some bubble toys there for the kids, and you always have to refill that with a bubble solution. Baking cookie sheets, I mentioned these before. They get pretty screwed up, and these were actually pretty nice ones that we got for I think $8 for the 3 of them, so that was a nice find. And then one of the bigger items that was broken when we came down was the umbrella. So we got a new umbrella on sale, 25% off, so it was only $45 for a new umbrella. The umbrella that was here, I know from pictures from the listing and things that it had been here for probably about 5 years. So it had a lot of wear and tear. So the fact that it broke was not that surprising. And we got an umbrella base. I'm leaving it in there because it's heavy, but we did get a new base because that was also broken, and that was about $30. So that is big stuff that we shouldn't replace frequently, but that was our haul from Big Lots. So you just saw me unload everything we got from Big Lots, and I mentioned that we have an owner's storage closet here. So I wanted to show you that as I was putting away the stuff we got from Big Lots. So this is off of the back patio, and we did put a a combo lock there, so we can use this owner's storage. Also, we used it when we had the floors redone and the walls painted. We could stock the supplies in here and then give the contractors who are doing the work that code, their own code for this lock to get in there. So we really like to have combo codes rather than keys to give people, so then we can easily change it. They can't make a copy, and it's just easier for us as well. So now I'm going to show you the owner's closet in here. It's probably about 6 by 12 feet. This is where the HVAC is. You can see the storage of some of that extra flooring that I mentioned, and the other supplies from that. And then this is where we keep the paper towels. There's the paint. We have another little storage bin down here. Alright, that makes sense. Is the owner's storage closet. Over here on the left, you can see those are the paper towels I just picked up from Big Lots. We have a lid to a Rubbermaid tote that's in here, and then the extra paint and flooring supplies, because we just had that work done in the fall and we still have some leftover supplies. Plus we try and keep extra other materials in here. So you can see there's an extra grill, an extra side table, some other flooring material, and then some toilet paper and toilet and paper towels that were still here from prior supply runs / visits. We try and keep various cleaning supplies and also things that we need down here so that we don't bring them every time. You can see the coffee filters. We just keep our own stockpile of stuff that we need, so we're not carting it back and forth. The HVAC is in here, so this is not a heated or cooled space, and it's our only shared wall with the next door unit. Is this wall to my left. There's the HVAC. And then we do keep some of our own beach stuff in here as well. We have a beach cart, our own umbrella, and things like that. There's also a carpet cleaner, which I'm realizing we can get rid of because the only carpet we have left is on the stairs. When we bought the house, it had carpet on the whole upper level, and that carpet cleaner came with the house, but now I don't really think we need it, so we'll probably get rid of it. So that's just another thing we'll put on our list to do while we're here. Hi guys, so it is almost 3 o'clock, and what I've been doing since I last checked in with you has been here on the computer. I've got my laptop right here, alright, and I've been working there. So I've been checking in with some clients who are looking at properties, and then I also, so we're here at my beach house, which I manage on Airbnb, and so what I also did is on Airbnb I have favorited the other similar houses in this community here. And so what I just did is I kind of looked at what their pricing was for this next couple months, compared it to my pricing, and adjusted my pricing based on what my demand has been and what their pricing has been. So for the rest of May, I was higher than they were, and I had seen that we were getting a lot of views recently, but not a ton of bookings. So what I did for May is I lowered our pricing, and then quite significantly. You know, we'd set our pricing several months back, and honestly we hadn't revisited it with all the coronavirus stuff because, you know, April we couldn't rent at all. So there was really no point to revisit it until we knew what the situation was. And so now that it's May 1st, I went and visited our pricing for the rest of May and adjusted it down, because we're getting hits on our Airbnb profile, but we're not getting bookings. And considering everything with the current pandemic environment, I think our prices needed to drop based on what we were expecting a few months back. For June, I also dropped it, but just a little bit. So the interesting thing is I only dropped it by $11 a night, but that's a little bit is going to put us under where some of the comparable houses here in the same neighborhood are, and I think just make it easier for people to go with us versus one of our neighbors. So I adjusted those prices. Then, you know, we also have long-term rentals in the Leesburg area, and one of those leases was up for renewal recently, and the tenant decided to stay for another 6 months. So we had ironed that out on yesterday, and I hadn't had a chance to send them the e-signature request for that lease addendum to extend for another 6 months. So that was the second thing I did. And so those are the two things I've done in the last hour or so. And then what I'm about to do right now is my au pair, actually. So we have an au pair, which is how I can do all this work while having 3 children ages 4 and under. The au pair had someone she knew who's looking to get housing of some sort. I really don't know what yet, and I just got that other person's contact information, and so I'm about to reach out to her and see what does she need and how can I help her. So that's what's next on the list. So yes, we are here in Myrtle Beach. We have been here since midnight. It is now 3 o'clock and I have not seen the beach yet, but hopefully once I finish this work and the baby wakes up from his nap, we'll be going to the beach to fly a kite. So hopefully we'll see the beach before the day is done. All right, so we are here at the beach, and my husband and kids are getting our kite assembled so that we can fly a kite. I'm gonna pan around a little bit so you can see. There are some people here, but it is pretty empty. We have our hotels here along the beach. There's the beach access that we came down. And the rest of the beach, again, not too full. Beautiful weather, and we're going to enjoy flying a kite. Hi there, it's a little before 6 o'clock. We were at the beach for about an hour and a half, and unfortunately the kite broke, but I think we'll be able to fix it for a future time to use it. The kids still had a ton of fun playing in the water, and of course the beach is always a good time. Behind me the kids are finishing up in a bath from getting clean, and then we're gonna go on to dinner time. Hi guys, it's a little after 6:30, and since I checked in with you last, I finished bathing the kids. We got them dressed in their pajamas, had some dinner, and then I had to jump on the computer to handle some emails from clients and a tour I had coordinated for a colleague agent to do with a client of mine. Tomorrow I had to update them via email because one of the places they were going to tour went under contract, and so I had to update them and change those tour plans. So I had jumped on the computer, which I have behind me here, for a few minutes to handle that. That's one of the things with real estate is things change quickly, and so it's impossible to ever truly be off. I'd say generally between the hours of 9 and 9 because things can happen at any time. So even though I'm away, I'm still working and serving my clients, and part of that is being available and handling things quickly. But that's all right. It's well worth it. I enjoy helping people. So now, like I said, a little after 6:30, I think almost 6:40 now, and we're gonna sit out front with the kids for a few minutes before hopefully they go down to bed a little early. Hi guys, it's almost 7 o'clock, and things changed a little bit since I last checked in with you. I said, oh hey, I'm gonna go try and get the kids to bed early. Well, instead my client wanted me to add a couple of places to the tour since one of their other places that they were looking to see had been declined because the house went under contract. So since then I've been on the computer adding those new places to the tour, kind of looking at them, making sure they looked good, looking if they had any showing instructions on Google Maps, seeing the route and the anticipated time we'd be there, and then sending these tour requests. Then one of the tour requests was declined. I'm assuming because that house is in the final steps of accepting an offer, but I can't say that for sure, just knowing that it was a vacant house. So knowing that client, or I guess seller preferences are not an issue here in terms of viewing. I would assume that it's because they're accepting an offer soon. So since that showing was declined, then I had to juggle the showings again so that they would all be back to back and not with this dead time in the middle. So that's what I've been doing for the last 20 minutes. And now I'm going to email my client and my colleague who's doing the showings for me since I'm out of town and wrap that up. Thank you for following along with my day in this vlog. I hope that it helped those of you who are considering either a career in real estate or buying an investment property, in seeing a little bit about what a day is like for those who do that work. If you have any questions or want to learn more, please feel free to reach out. And as always, if you like this video, make sure to thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can be informed when I have more videos. I put out videos 3 times a week, and I try to always have helpful content that educates everyone. Thank you and have a great day.